Alright, hello gamers, welcome back to the show. I am your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and today is Guild Wars Tuesday. We are going to be hanging out in Tyria. I'm currently on the EU servers, we'll be here for the next few hours. It's also patch day. We are accepting the end of days patch today, the mighty nerfing across the board, as well as Super Adventure Box should be coming in today. So looking forward to that. We've got that in a few hours. Good day, Good day, speech. What's up? Oh, hey, Rue. Finally caught the beginning of the live stream. Yes, Nero. I know, and yes, Bluebell, I saw your message that said, I know you're there. I was here. I was finishing up some stuff. I heard Heisen is being permanently banned. I have not heard that. I did see Heisen tweeting some stuff from Elder Scrolls Online, so I guess he's playing...
That is the sound of a toilet eating a man.
Ignore that. I guess he's playing ESO now? I love that my lovely main Necrocore hasn't been nerfed, really. Yeah, my Quickness Untamed build that I play a lot is getting nerfed by a little bit, but it's going to play the exact same, and my support builds are not getting changed at all. So, yeah. Are you doing a private lesson on how to play Guild Wars 2? No, but I'm happy to answer questions. Hello, Mike Chad. Hi, Sayu. I know you did. I see everything. You see everything. Your tape still looks different than mine. Is that an orb? Is it an orb? Listen, well, this thing? I mean, I'm on a druid right now. See? How much to steal your home instance? My home instance is not for sale. Sir, question, is SAV getting a new world today? I don't know. I do not know. I guess we'll all find out in a couple of hours. Didn't, last year we got, like, a new area, I'm pretty sure? So, I mean, it's possible that they've expanded on that, but I do not know. Is that a Sura next to Mukluk merch? I mean, kinda. He has a plushie designed after him. But he's kind of the announcer. Muxton's update's not out. Might as well hop on Winrose. I am looking forward to Winrose. I think tonight after giveaway, might play Don't Lose Aggro. It might do Winrose in the morning tomorrow. Why would they ban Heisen? I don't think they're banning Heisen. I think someone was just making that up. And once again, I cannot interact with these. Have to wait a minute. There we go. Hey, Al. Hey, Kuma. Mock, the wife and I crafted Endless Summer over the weekend. Nice. That's a big project. Are you on EU? Yes, I'm currently on EU. Thank you for your pet videos you put out. Would love to see your take on the best pets for casual players doing story content in open world. What's the most fun rather than highest DPS? With pets for Ranger, it's more about what do you need. Like, if you need a pet to stand in front of you and tank for you and take hits for you, bear. But if you're looking for a pet that does damage, then, you know, like something like cat. But if you're looking for something in between that, then there's other options. If you want a specific boon, like Fury, Regen, Might, Fury, Aegis... You know, if there's like a specific boon or something you need, then, you know, that's a thing. So it's like, for many of them, it's like, okay, well, this one does this better than the others, so when do you need that? Who's excited for the great nerfing? I actually am. Because I'm hardly affected by it, and the game needs it, so I'm very curious to see what things are going to be like after the dust settles. Are there any people who like SAB? I like the rewards from it and the graphics, you know, the 8-bit style. The actual gameplay of it, I kind of tolerate. So. But if there's like a new SAV level, I'm absolutely going to try it. Do you ever run Hawk? The bleed combo you mentioned in your vid is working wonders currently. Thank you again for the great content. Do I ever run Hawk? Let's see. I need a reminder. Yeah, there was... I don't know if it still is. There was a period of time... Okay, so the thing with the birds, this skill here, Quickening Screech, when they're casting this, they're doing 0 damage. So Untamed, because Untamed can basically turn that off, Untamed birds do more damage, because it just spams the damage moves, and you can just tell it, don't do this. The Hawk, there was a period of time for quite a while where Hawk was the highest damage pet for Untamed. I don't know if it still is. And it doesn't do any utility, really. So if you're not using... If it's not the best damage pet, I don't know that it is the best for anything at the moment. There are exceptions to that, like, you know, Soul Beast and PvP. You know, you can merge with your pet for, like, these moves down here, but if you're not a Soul Beast, you're just looking at this stuff up here. Let's see. Muck, you playing Windrose? I plan to, yes. Probably starting tomorrow morning, unless something else comes up. I have been into... Actually, I need to send a response on. Give me just a moment. Okay. Some of you might know another streamer named Annie Fuchsia. She's got a much bigger channel than mine. I know her because I saw her when I was watching the World of Warcraft OnlyFans thing. She was in that. And also Grubby, who does a lot of Warcraft 3. I'm a fan of his. And she was in some of his tournaments. And she asked me a while back if when SAB comes out, if I would show her around it. So there is a chance on some day between tomorrow and the end of SAB, I don't know when she's going to want to do it, that we're going to do like a collab stream. So there might be a Guild Wars 2 on like a random day of the week whenever she's ready for that. So I was just responding to a DM from her. Wasn't it the Wallow is the best pet? You lied to a streamer? The Wallow? So the Wallow is actually sort of getting nerfed today. So the Wallow is the best pet for a DPS build of Untamed that uses this trait, which gives plus 100% damage to pigs and bears. And the Wallow is in the pig category. So with that trait, the Wallow's damage is doubled, and people use it for DPS builds. However, this trait is getting nerfed from 100% to, I think, 66. So it's still going to be possibly the best pet for this build, but its damage will go down a little bit. Like, if you were doing 30k DPS before, you might be doing like 27 after or something. But that is the situation with the Wallow. Hello? Hello, Beats. I thought you were talking about a dwarf metal band called Windrose. No, there's a, hang on. Go to store, Windrose. It's Pirate Enshrouded. And I played it during the Steam Next Fest. And I had a lot of fun with it. So, and this, I think it entered, I don't think it's out. I think it's like early access. Yeah, I think it enters early access today. So, yeah, demo was quite fun. Looking forward to playing more of this. Yeah, that is one of the things on my radar. That one and Don't Lose Aggro both come out today. Mike, you have an explainer vid on the balance updates? I always do videos on like patch notes and stuff. I will admit that the last patch video I did, I very much summarized things because my voice kept going out, and I'm still having that problem. So like I said at the beginning of the video that, you know, just a heads up, I'm just going to be like, oh, all of these are getting nerfed, but I wasn't like, you know, Elementalist Staff 2 is getting nerfed by 0.2% in PvE only. You know, I wasn't reading, like, every line like I normally do. So I do have a video, but it's not as detailed as they normally are. T-minus 9 days till the next doc appointment. Mike, I suggest you do the Char concert meta. Metal Legion? I've done it many times. How's the throat healing? It sucks. These doctors fail me. So far, they're only good at taking my money. My efforts to heal continue. Yeah, I actually did the physical therapy stuff I'm supposed to do each day right before the stream. Mike, I have a question. Which relic do you suggest to use on a Condi Harbinger quickness DPS? Which relic for Condi Harbinger? I mean, there's a handful of relics that are popular for Condi, like Relic of the Fractal, for example, is definitely up there. Unless there's something specific you need for, like, keeping a boon up or something. Do you have an all parts at a mirror in each map? Yeah, I've got 2 at mirrors in map 1 and 2 at mirrors in map 2. And I just log in, hit the mirrors, and go on my way.
Oh wow, 51 months. That's almost 52 months.
Hey, Moser, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm going to need those map currencies, but basically this gets me some of, like, all these map currencies every day, so they keep building up. Look the best. Hi, IMG. Have you considered upgrading your throat from a 1080 to the 5080 TG? That would be nice. Go get some cyberpunk surgery. Come out sounding auto-tuned. Don't lose aggro is 15th April. Was it the embargo ends today? Because I've already got a copy. I'll have to double check. I think maybe there was an embargo that ends today. Let me see. Don't lose aggro Twitch category. Let me see if anyone's already streaming it. There's one guy. There's one guy streaming it currently. I don't know. I have to double check because they sent me a key. And I'll have to go double check the email. I'm pretty sure the email said I'm allowed to stream it after a certain time on the 14th. I'll have to go double check. Is what you're doing now the endgame routine? Larry, this is something I made up myself. So basically, there's endless ways to make money in the game, right? I found a whole bunch of things that I don't mind doing. They just take a few seconds for each thing, and they pay a lot of money for a few seconds of work, but you can only do them once a day. And then I just do them each day. And so the list in total is like 10 minutes long, and it makes a lot of money in 10 minutes. And I just, parked a bunch of characters that I'm not actively playing, buy different treasure chests, I log in, open the chest, log out. And that's it. And then after that, I just play and do whatever I want. And that gives me enough kind of income in the game that I can fund lots of giveaways and things like that. So this isn't some, like, routine that all players need to do in their max level. Like, it's your dailies or something like that. This is just something I came up with. And you can absolutely do it if you want, but you don't have to.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Moist Buttholes.
Use it to move those offerings.
Yeah, the question is Mr. or Mrs. Moise, is that an account that already existed, and this guy that gifts these subs to these gross names, they just like find them? Or are they making these accounts and then immediately gifting them? That's the question. But yeah, if you're interested, thank you, Anonymous. If you're interested in the routine I do, just to like, make a lot of money from 10 minutes of work, !daily in the chat, we'll pull up a video on it. How's the new patch looking for Necro? It's not out yet. We know the old patch notes. We don't know if there's any new patch notes. So sometime in the next couple hours, we should get up-to-date patch notes. The patch should hit, Super Adventure Box, all that good stuff. Okay. And I think that's it. I think that's all of them. That accounts for 2013. Oh, so Mr. and Mrs. Moist has been around for a while. Monk, after having some time to digest, how would you rate Guild Shot on a scale of chicken breast to ribeye steak? I would send it back to the kitchen. Well, you've got chicken as the 1 in a 1 out of 10 scale? I like chicken. Speaking of bubbles. Monk, are all your characters Asura? All but one of them. But, like, ever since I found the light, they've all been Asura. How many characters do you have? Like 12 or something? I had like 9, like there's one of each class, and then I have a couple extras, because every time I pre-order like a deluxe edition for the next expansion, it comes with a character slot. So every expansion I end up with an additional character slot. So I just make something random, boost it to 80, and then park it at another money spot. Let's see. Bubble bubble. There we go. Freeze up a slot. And sell junk. Okay. Alright, what do we got going on here? Zoned out and missed you calling my name last giveaway, so I have this for the vault instead. What? So I called this person for a giveaway, they didn't respond in time, then they sent me stuff? Oh my goodness. I'll add it to the vault. Dragon Bash currency. Jawbreakers. Alright. So I got some giveaway stuff to put away. Found the light. Yeah, dude. I like them. They're funny little dudes. Does the patch come out at reset? No. Daily resets in like 9 hours or something. Usually the patch comes out in like 90 minutes to 2 hours from now. Usually.
Place in the eternal outlook.
I feel like interacting with this big thing should be the guild bank. Alright, I'm gonna mislock, it's easier. About 90 minutes per patch, yeah. Thing is, the time change that was like less than a month ago, here where I live, kind of screwed me up for patch time. Before time change, I would have said 90 minutes from now, but now I'm like 90 minutes to 2.5 hours? Oh, somewhere in there. Messed me up. Okay. Do you have any good karma farming spots? If you don't mind doing something tedious, rift hunting. with boosts. There we go. Okay. Added to the giveaway vaults. Nice, nice, nice. Are you expecting any changes to the nerfs we saw? Yes. So there will almost certainly be a new set of notes that says like, and you know, these changes will supersede the previous ones. And there might be some more nerfs, or they might there might be some that are undone. That almost always happens. Try to do chalk and then Hammerheart. I'm poor, can I send copper for giveaway? I do accept copper, yes. Let's see, are people doing this or is it already done? I think this one's already done. Those are probably wall groups. Let's see. I'd love to do Hammerheart. I love the music there. That's in a little bit. See if Claw's still going. World v World. World v World for Karma? Oh, I don't know if I'm recommending that. How do you tackle a Wizard Vault weekly objectives? That's the neat part. I don't. Wizard's Vault, I completely ignore. And then I just get points without really trying. And then I just like, oh, I need to spend my points. And then I just spend them on stuff. I literally pay no attention to the Wizard's Vault unless it tells me it's full on points. And then I'll spend them on something. I'm here to save you guys. AoE res, everyone get up. Everyone get up. Everyone get up. Wait, oh dude, it bugged out. I still have my untamed pet while I'm on Druid. I swapped specs while mounted and it like bugged out. Green numbers! Alright, another mass res, here we go. Everyone gets up, then dies again a few seconds later. It's not the same people. They're on a rotation. They take turns. $13.7k HPS. That's more than I do at Bone Skinner. Alright, hold on. Change builds back. Okay. Now we got the correct bets. It's weird that that didn't work.
Sakai raided my stream with 79 viewers.
Sakai. Thank you, Sakai. Appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. We're just getting started here. We're just doing some random stuff right now while we are waiting on the patch to hit, which should be in like 90 minutes or so. Ignore that. That was one of the patrons. It is read Sicky. Sicky. Saki.
impeccable time.
Saki? Oh, I apologize.
Persuade you to help me get pumpkin off to a promising.
I will call him Saki going forward. My bad.
Cuisine couldn't be more fresh if it crawled into Dax's kitchen. Which the crabs are.
Let's see. Is there any groups for this? Alright, I guess it's up to me. The cooler meta. There we go. Alright.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Catbutt Sasfarasican Z.
What? Cat butts as far as you can see. Well, that one is a little bit nicer than some of the others that you've done recently. Welcome, Saki, and also cat butts. Happy patch day, Mr. Muck. You as well.
Commander, hey, Westergaard. Got strange reports from Hammerheart territory. Air's crackling, smells like lightning.
Are you working on the Leggy?
Saida here gave me her
I've already got the
community
Leggies from
insists
Visions of
you
Eternity.
help, so
I'm just here because I like the music.
help. Thanks.
Happy Tuesday. You too, Juju. How is everyone? Great. How's your voice? Still terrible. Still working on that. Mike, is it true you've accidentally called your son chat? Yes, there was, in 7 years, there was 2 times he was being really stupid. And my brain immediately just associated him with you guys.
And Jimmy'll do whatever she says.
And I was trying to get him to stop being dumb,
Careful,
and I called him chat.
those two have
But it's only happened
great
twice in
rations.
7 years. But yes, I admit it. It has happened.
Jive Crayfish gifted a tier 1 sub to Muklux_Jawline. They have given 13 gift subs in the channel.
Also in Saki's chat, Lord Heisen revealed he will get a VTuber model. Okay. Now the question is he gonna get one that looks like his character, or is he going to go for the clickbait and get something busty? Muck's jawline was better with the beard. Are there Muck's jaw right, left and right nibbles, or any other Mucks already subbed? Zarak, not that I can recall, but who knows what the future holds. You made me smile today. I looked at the short with the Rev slapping thing that it comes out and reviving Honora. Oh, the reviving one. I told you not to step in the fire. What did you do? I stood in the fire. You stood in the fire! Then what did you do? I misformed out of your res. You misformed!
Less than a sunfish, eh, Jimmy? What I tell ya.
Freaking elementalist.
Well, you said if we act suspicious, these do-gooders will show up.
Hey Muck, how are your... Oh my god. Really? You're gonna ask about that? Yes. Okay, so I recently had to do a test called a barium swallow test. And for anyone who missed that, it's basically like, you know how if you go into an x-ray machine, it sees your bones? Barium shows up on an x-ray machine. So if you're drinking barium in an x-ray machine, they can see the liquid moving through your pipes and they can look for problems. The downside is that after the test, it changes the color of what comes out of you. So, the stuff that comes out of you for the next few days is, pasty. White.
On to more important things.
Jimmy, wait, hold on. Negative.
I
This way.
will never surrender.
But that's it. That's what the person in chat's making a joke about.
Look out! Port scanner pounded.
Did they find anything on the test? Yeah, they did. Well, there's some things that can be, like, really bad that they can find on the test, and they ruled those out, so that's awesome. But then they also found, they said you have severe, reflux in the upper third of your esophagus. I was like, well, I kind of already knew that. But I don't know if that is at all related to the problems with my voice. So I'm gonna take those results with me the next time I see the doc, which is in like 9 days, and we see if that helps at all, or if that was just a bunch of money. What build is this? I'm currently on Druid. If you're new to the game, it's a supportive role. I am basically doing lots of healing and buffs around me. So I'm not doing much damage, but I'm making the other people around me do like double damage.
Captain Hammerheart, your fair queen of Asgard. Does this ring true?
Guess so. Still get to use my cannons, right?
Idiot. Oh.
You doing emotional damage? That's right. Ah, try to search and rescue that guy. Couldn't get him in time. What was your favorite build on Reaper, if any? You just started playing around with mine. I mean, in PvE, I kind of feel like it's either Power Reaper or Condi Reaper, right? Like, there's not a lot of options there. Lift of the Stars, Mass Res. Wow. I've actually never seen that on Hammerheart. These people were standing in so many stacks of blades that the res just canceled out them dying to the blades, but didn't actually revive them because there was so much incoming damage. It did save them, but didn't get them up. Like, for Reaper, there, you know, there's power and there's Condi, and there's what weapons you're using. But the thing is, with any Reaper, whether you're spear or dagger or greatsword or swords, with any Reaper, you're in Shroud like 90% of the time. And in Shroud, you're always doing the same thing. So the different builds of Reaper feel almost like flavor. Like, it's not... like, in PvE, to me, it feels like it doesn't have a massive impact. What's better damage-wise? Depends on the patch. The short answer is I don't currently know. But if you go to, like, various build websites, you can probably figure out, like, which one's on top right this second. I will say they're both viable, so personally I feel like you should just play the one that you enjoy the most. Where's the... There it is. I wish Staff was cooler, more fun to use for Reaper outside of Shroud. In PvP, in World v World, it has a place even on other builds, including Reaper. In PvE, like if you're doing like fractals and like level 80 content and stuff like that, Staff is usually a support weapon because there is a trait in...
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to DR Butt Stuff.
There's a trait, I think in Blood Magic, that makes, thank you, Dr. Buttstuff, that makes the staff become a support weapon.
Time to fight.
Heal where it uses staff? Well, like I just said, support weapon. Muck, what do you like more, Harbin quick DPS or Ritualist quick DPS, and why? Writ between the two. Okay, so they both provide quickness, right? Harbinger, while you're playing, you're putting Blight on yourself and you're continuously lowering your maximum health. Ritualist, when you're in Shroud, you have a second health bar. It's like Harbinger, you cut your survivability in half, but Writ, you double your survivability. So, also, I like the Spirit. I wish that their graphic was smaller, but I like the Spirit gameplay. So just, for me, I'm going to say I like Writ more. But if I was grouped with either one, like, that's fine. But if you're asking personal enjoyment, I'm going to say Writ. Feeling better? A little each day. Still having the problems.
Look out! Sport cannon howling.
Shoot. Wish I had mass res available right now. A few more seconds. Oh, there's a big res, there's a big res. Get up, all of you. There were so many. That might have res like 10 people, but there was like 20 of them down, so there's still a lot of bodies. DPS loves standing in red circles.
Commander, the scanners are dead. Are you? No.
When's the patch? Roughly an hour away.
Psycho was right. I'll be damned.
Any popular ranger builds that use greatsword? I often see greatsword in PvE in World v World because it has a very well-rounded kit. It has a movement skill, it has a stun, it has the only block in the ranger's arsenal, it has a burst skill. But in PvE, it has a lot of competition. It's a power weapon, right? So in PvE for power weapons, you've got main hand axe, offhand axe, main hand sword, great sword, spear, maces, hammer, longbow. So it's like there's a lot of competition. And so For PvE, it sees the light of day less often, unless you're just like running around solo open world. When did the circles of spinning death become a thing? The Lady Hammerheart does that. She throws like 5 of them, and they go to random locations, but they can end up stacked. And if DPS just stand in them, also I think they immobilize you. So like when they hit me, I usually have to like cleanse to dodge out of it. So if they hit you with like a pile of them and you don't have like a stun break or an immobi break or something, then you often just get blendered. And that's when I get a lot of mileage out of like Glyph of the Stars to get a pile of people back up. Soul Beast Handkite build is great sword. Well, yeah, but that's one specific role on one specific fight in one specific raid in the endgame. But yes, it does. I think it's when someone reflects them near the lady, they stack up. I hadn't heard that before. Maybe.
Hi Muck, here is a joke for you. Where does Noah hides his bees? In archives.
Archives? Okay. Not bad, not bad. Thank you for the sub. Okay. That's weird, son. Hey everyone. Hey, Highbreaker. I just assumed it picked 5 random people. That's what I thought as well. I just assumed that they stack up because people stack up. Lady Hammerheart. Shake my head. Muxi has a name, kids these days. Okay, yellow cat guy. Let's see. Small question, is it bad if you try to make your own build than using meta builds? No, it's not bad at all. Now, obviously, if you make your own build, and the meta build is like, let's say you're playing a pure DPS, and the meta build is doing 30k DPS, and you're like, I'm making my own build with blackjack and other things, and your build does 2k. Maybe you should make a better one, right? But if you just like make your own build, and it's really fun for you, and it's close enough, that's fine. Like, that's basically me. Like, for example, if I want to play my engineer, and if I go copy a meta build, it probably has, like, bomb kit, and grenade kit, and flamethrower kit, and mortar kit, plus the basic weapon. That's 5 weapon swaps. And let's say it does 30k, just for a nice round number. I'm probably going to be like, I'm not doing that many weapon swaps. I'll do 1. And I'll remove like 2 or 3 of the kits, and maybe the damage goes from 30k down to 26. And I'm like, good enough, that's close enough, and now I don't have carpal tunnel. I frequently do that. I'll take something like, when I play Ranger, I like having a mass res to be able to save a group of people in an emergency. So it's like, okay, I'm playing let's say I'm playing a Ranger, and it's like, oh, well, you should be using this elite skill because it gives you a 4% damage increase. And it's like, you know what, I'll give up 4% damage increase to have the ability to save the raid in an emergency. You know? Like, I'll make that choice, and I understand that I'm making that trade. But no, it is completely fine for you to do stuff like that. Muck, why no is Nioh 3 worth it video? Honestly, dude, so many of my video ideas got kind of backlogged when this kit keeps going out. So, like, for example, Craftlock 9 is coming out soon, but I recorded it in November. It took me that long to find a day where I could sit down and record it. And even then, Noxxi had to cut out a lot of, like, breaks where I had to, like, stop and recover. And then I've got the script for Craftlock 10 ready, which is the finale for that series. And I have got most of a script for a review for Timberborn. In the case of Nioh 3 specifically, I almost felt unqualified. Like, I finished the game, but even after finishing it, if you were like, hey Muck, what was Nioh 3 about? I'd be like, I have no freaking idea. Like, I need to listen to some guy on YouTube with an accent for an hour to understand what the hell I just played. It was in terms of, like, Souls-like boss fights, it was a fun game. I enjoyed the boss fights, I cleared the game. But in terms of, like, the story, like, what was going on, I have no freaking clue. Just make Shy Mortis read the next episode for you. Nobody knows what Nioh 3's about? Yeah. Like, which add-on do you have for check DPS? It's called Arc DPS. If you do exclamation add-ons in my chat, I have an old guide on setting up Arc that should still work. You can also get it through Nexus if you have Nexus. Let's see. While we're just sitting here, give me just a second, chat. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
We have protected Tarir for over a century. It will not fall this day.
Okay, thanks for waiting. Is the patch live? No, not yet. Probably in like an hour. My AFK leeching. I'm here. Chill out.
There's more where that came from.
Okay. Rip my Amalgam. Dude, Amalgam is soloing raid bosses right now. I have no sympathy for
There's
you.
more where that came from.
I have no sympathy. Friggin' 10-man raid content is getting soloed by it. Like, whatever. Put it in the ground. Mark, check your DMs. Hang on. What is it?
Line is vulnerable. Attack now.
Every one of my streams, like the last 5 streams, someone's like, hey, stop what you're doing, tab out and look at this thing over here. Give me a minute. I gotta panic first. I do it with other classes too. I don't think I've ever seen a video of you using Ranger to solo like Karen or something. And yes, I know you could do it with some other classes, but I think Amalgam is pretty crazy right now. Okay. What? A Warhammer meme? Look, I like Warhammer. I'm confused why this right now. Mid-Octovine. Tab out. Look at Warhammer. Oh, I've seen this before. Yeah, okay. I've seen this before. So we got a Marine here. A tech priest walks up, and he shows a meme of Slanesh, which is like the evil god of debauchery in Warhammer. And then shows it to the Marine and gets kicked. Yes, I've seen it before. It's funny. Very in character. You could have just dropped that in the meme channel, though, Heisen. You didn't have to be like, Mug, tab out, you gotta see this right now. By the way, speaking of videos, I couldn't think of what to call the Craftlock episode 9. So, like thumbnail and title. I hate thumbnails and titles, chat. So I looked at what was in the episode, and you meet the oh god, what are they called? the race with the underwater wings. You meet them in Craftlock episode 9. So I just made this the thumbnail, and the title of it is Neuron Activation. Would you click that, chat? Is that clickbait?
Here's another bomb.
I would click that. No, everything got reset. Dang it. Why didn't they finish it?
We have the power to repel Mordremoth, and we shall reject its Mordrim from Tarir.
Not enough purple balls. Oh gosh.
There's more where that came from.
Is Balance Patch live? No. About an hour.
Here's another. Make it count.
Think SAB is coming back today? Yes. Yes, I believe so.
The Activine is vulnerable. Attack now.
Might you see the teaser for SAB? No, I did not. Where did they put said teaser? First try! So if I log in now and I don't patch, I could get paired with nerf people in LFG? No. The nerfed people will be on one set of servers, and the unnerfed people would be on a different set of servers. Spirit of Nature. I got 5 of you up. Someone linked a Blue Sky post. Ah! Hang on a sec. Okay.
No, this isn't right.
I mean, this is the stuff that already existed in the game, right?
I must stop you.
What? Are we fighting him again? watch near the end. This is the same video, just on YouTube. So, is this a new section? I remember they added a new section last year. I don't know if that's another new section. World 3. Okay. Well, if it is, I'll check it out. Hey there, you talked about doing your own fun build. Can't agree more, that's why I love doing Boon DPS. It's flexible, does its damage standalone, not like 0.1% optimal to 50k, if played perfectly. Yeah. Now, like I said, like, this is a game, right? And some people forget that sometimes. The #1 goal is to have fun. But at the same time, I think it's also true that if you are joining group content, you should not be dead weight, you know? You should not be like, I'm having fun, while 4 other people are carrying you, and you might as well not even be there, right? There is a middle ground. So, like, can you make your own builds? Yeah, absolutely. Just make sure that you're pulling your weight if you're doing group content. If you're doing solo content, then do whatever the hell you want. Doesn't matter. Don't have fun at the expense of others' fun? Well, I mean, that's PvP. If you want to have fun at the expense of others, then that's like League of Legends. Rust. Dota. You know? But if you're in, like, PvE content... Because here's the thing. Like, even if the rest of the people in the group are super nice, if you join as a DPS and they're all doing 30k and you're doing 4, even if they don't say anything, they're not going to group with you again. They're just going to quietly be like, alright, that guy was terrible. And you don't want that. Time for me to head to work. Bye, Yellow Cat. In random news, I saw this morning and I was just reminded of it. The YouTuber Jacksepticeye is supposedly working on a Bloodborne movie. Now, I know what Bloodborne is. I've never played it because it's never come to PC, and I don't do consoles. I would assume the story of Bloodborne is as confusing as the story of any Dark Souls game. So, that should be interesting. What if it's fake news? Might be fake news. I don't know. Markiplier just had a movie in theaters. Amazing Digital Circus is about to have a thing in theaters, so it's a good time for fake news involving YouTubers putting something in theaters. Currently, Power Quickness Untamed uses full Berserker gear without change post-patch. I do not currently know of anything that is changing with Untamed that is going to affect boon duration. So no. If they made it harder for Untamed to keep boons up, then you might have to switch to like Diviner gear for more concentration, but currently that's simply not the case. So currently Untamed that provides quickness can just use boon duration runes, and they can just barely keep that up. I was speaking of. Wasn't on my rebreather. What's really neat about that situation is the game hasn't a remake, hasn't ported to PC, and it still has a movie before all that. Yeah, it's definitely odd. Because, like, it seems like there's a massive fan base of people who have been asking for Bloodborne stuff. And it's like, there's greedy people at the top who want money, but they're not making the thing that seems to, it would be, like, guaranteed get them money. So it's weird. Candorian, thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. Could emulate Bloodborne on PC? Maybe. Maybe. They wouldn't even have to increase the frames to 60 FPS still fine. Yeah. I mean, just think about, like, was it Oblivion not too long ago? Did their remaster? And they basically resold a game that already existed years ago to a whole new generation. Like, I'm pretty confident that would happen if they did Bloodborne. You know? Literally just remaster the game. Same game, just, you know, polish it. And it would probably do really well. I would try it. I'm one of the people that never played it just because I didn't have consoles. No one's fighting the purple dragon? What the heck? Bloodborne story isn't that complicated? I just kind of assumed it was, because almost every Souls game, the story is like, you have to inspect all the items and find, you know, the little scraps of information to piece it together. So I just assumed it was like that. What has been said and rumored is that Miyazaki said he doesn't want anyone else touching Bloodborne, but he and From Software are too busy with other stuff, and Sony, who owns the Bloodborne rights, don't want to step on his toes, so they won't touch it until he says okay. Clearly, Jacksepticeye is the man he trusts. See if anyone's doing this boss. I see a tag. Think so. Bloodborne remake, but it's a looter shooter. Oh gosh. That comment makes me think of the new Doom games. Like, they're pretty close to the idea of the source material, but they definitely play differently. Is a patch day? Yeah, in like an hour. Doom. D-O-O-M. Like, rip and tear.
Love your content, keep up the hard work.
Thank you, Redwood. Appreciate you. Hey, Mike, on PST, how long till the patch? Like an hour. Normal patch time is roughly an hour from now. I want to play Unload Deadeye. Is it still playable? The patch today is going to slightly nerf its damage, but yes, you can absolutely still play it. It'll just do a little bit less damage than it did yesterday.
Don't let up.
Slightly, 17.5%. Yeah, for the people that were getting the most out of it. But keep in mind, they're also nerfing the boss health of all bosses in the last 3 expansions. So In some cases, if it took you 5 minutes to kill the boss before, it's still going to take you 5 minutes to kill the boss after. Why is the Dragon Den meta still rough? Because it has mechanics and people are stupid. That's why. Dragons End meta needs a level of coordination. And if you do not have someone who's setting all that up, you're gonna have a bad time. Boom.
I still feel darkness and death in this place.
I often identify as stupid. Yo, me too. I just did E-Park meta and Soto and almost failed. I did the dude, okay, real talk. I did the E-Park meta twice when it came out, and I think I haven't done it again since. I just honestly didn't enjoy it. I was just like, eh. Muck, weird question. Wait, wait, what? Muck, I have a weird question. Ma do arc DPS work on Guild Wars 2 Steam? What the hell did you just say to me? Try again. Yeah, the Bond's name's having a strong. Call a Bondulance, that's right. Let's see, still got like 45 minutes. Will Arc work on Guild Wars 2 Steam? I have no idea. Chat, any of you know? I'm on standalone client. Kuro says it does.
Commander, they're marching on the Titan. You should head that way.
When will you wear wigs? I have worn a wig. One of you weirdos sent me a free Ren wig, remember? The white hair with the pigtails? And I wore it once. I wore it fresh out of the package. It was very scratchy. Waifu Muck in the wig. The second time should be now. Oh god. It was legit unpleasant. Wear it again? Dude, it's not even near me. It's in a closet. That's such a weird thing for someone to send me.
Looks like we have reinforcements after all. Late.
Which Blish module do you use for the timer? This? Event table?
I am to remind you that I cannot condone any unsanctioned actions.
And so the good counselor has volunteered to come along and sanction them. Isn't that right?
Excuse you? It's just like a niece to hand out grunt work to... Huh. Don't you
Also, Mug, a Blad cap? A Blad cap?
Well,
I can't wait.
I am here out of respect for Mabon's memory, and...
To keep tabs on the scepter and me, unavoidable, I suppose. But for now... we have a Titan to knock down a peg or two. Fourth Veil, if you would.
Ah, yes, of course. Allow me.
Alchemy. This is grotesque. After what the Mersat did to my people.
Mike, what do you think is a better name for a pet owl in Guild Wars? Sodbury or Bernard?
Mine is named Owlbert Einstein.
The scepter. It screams.
So I feel like you're fighting for second place.
Time to calm it.
I remember in World of Warcraft, I had a ghost owl pet, like a spirit owl, and I named it Deadwig. And I felt like that was very clever.
Raven's Wallow. What manner of titan is that? No titan fool. He spit on us. Their souls were tethered, forged in wicked flame. This is the form of our vengeance.
Nothing tops my hawk named Tua. Hawk Tua.
I don't care.
My hawk's named Tomahawk. I think you win. Are you replacing the pig after the patch? Might check it out, but honestly, I think it's still gonna work great. Like, right this second, the pig is about 10% of my damage, and it's losing 1/6 of that. So 10% of my damage is going down by 1/6. So it's still going to be fine to play the exact same way. But will another pet come out on top? I don't know, maybe. Is the only benefit of going unleashed on your character to get the ambush skill? Or are there other benefits? There's a trait that is right here. When you're unleashed, you do 25% more damage. When your pet's unleashed, you take 25% less damage.
Gathering strength. Hit it hard. Now.
I never read that. I feel dumb. Thank you. Happy to help you feel dumb. I got you. Hey, we res over there. Oh no! Jadebot got rocked by the ghost. Would you say Condi Soul Beast is difficult to play? No? In PvE, Soul Beast just merges with his pet and then like forgets it ever had a pet. It just stays merged like 99% of the time. So Soul Beast in PvE is extremely easy to play. It's basically just Green Warrior. In PvP, Soul Beast is a much more fluid thing where you are merging and unmerging constantly based on what's going on. And it seems like Soul Beast in PvP, it plays more the way they probably expected people to play it when they designed it. But in PvE, you're just always merged, so no, it's quite easy. You just hit the buttons when they light up at the end. Oh my gosh. I might need to go, Druid. There's, like, no one here putting out stability and stuff. Dang! Alright. Alright, let's swap builds.
You should head that way.
There's no supports here. What? Oh, there we go. I think that person was desynced. I could not revive them. But my pet managed to find them with search and rescue and was able to do so. Are you related to Mr. Potato Head? The toy? Yes. Yes, Mr. Potato Head is my father. Oh man. Well, that was the last one of those.
They're marching on the Titan. You should head that way.
Snowcrow staff busy today. Yeah, I think almost every build on the Snowcrow's website is going to go out of date, and then they're going to have to update stuff. But they've got a really big team, so they'll be fine. How does it feel to you personally, Muck? And yes, I know I'm the first one to ask this, not. How does what feel to me personally? Oh, the build stuff? Okay, so, like, with my projects, I'm just one guy, right? So, like, I've got some builds on my website and stuff, and if you go and look at, like, a Mesmer build video that I made, like, 2 years ago, if you, like, look at the pinned comment, like, there's just a pinned comment under it. It's like, these use this relic starting with Visions of Eternity. You know, like, I just... Rather than remake the whole video, I just pin a comment that's like, yo, here's the updated changes. But otherwise, this build still works. But Snowcrow's is very different. Their stuff is like 90% written guide, and then there's just like a little video of a guy just beating on a dummy, and so it's like no editing or anything like that. My stuff is like larger video projects.
Oh, I don't know. My son will envy the tales I tell of this fight.
Do people not know how to play the game, or is this fight actually hard? This is an open world battle, so a lot of people kind of just hit the big thing. On that fight, there's this mechanic where some ghosts will spawn around the room, and if they are not handled, his break bar gets bigger. And so when it's time to interrupt him, it's harder based on how many ghosts have not been addressed. And if you don't interrupt him, he just flat out kills everyone. And that is very unusual. Having a boss at the beginning of a meta that just kills you if you fail the mechanic, kills everyone if you fail the mechanic, that is unheard of everywhere else in the game. Like, that's only in this one zone. It's really weird that they did that, honestly. So yeah, it's people not CCing, people failing the ghost mechanics, so the CC situation's worse, and that thing even existing in the first place is odd.
Of course it's working. I calibrated it.
Who is pinging me?
I'm in position. Conjuring a portal.
I'm in a Discord with some other creators, and someone was asking, like, what do you guys use to edit videos? And I said, when I edit my own stuff, I still use the free version of DaVinci Resolve. And someone just replied, that is diabolical. And I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know if they're like, how dare you not get the paid for version? And I was just like, what? The free one does everything I've ever needed. It's good free software. What's wrong with it? I don't know.
The Titans spawn are swarming in greater numbers as the barrier weakens. Don't let up. Use whatever siege weapons you have, whatever it takes.
Maybe they just meant that's odd. Maybe. What's it called? DaVinci Resolve? Like that. Top of that menu. When I started, like, trying to figure out how to edit videos, there's a few different programs I bounced through. And, like, I think DaVinci Resolve was the third one I tried. And every time I ever wanted to do anything, and I went to Google and I was like, how to blah 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 in DaVinci Resolve, I immediately learned how to do it. Like, every idea I had was I was able to do it in that program in the free version. Now, when Noxxi edits my stuff, Noxxi uses a whole, like, assortment of stuff. But anytime I've edited my own stuff, like the original, like, 50 guides I made and was known for, that was all DaVinci Resolve.
The Titans spawn are swarming in greater numbers as the barrier weakens. Don't let them overwhelm us.
I'm just healing turtles. Do the notes usually drop before the patch or at the same time? Usually very close to the same time. Maybe a few minutes before.
I have eyes on our Titan organ and the Mist's Gate. Center lane will be starting its attack soon. See those nodules connected to the organ? They're brimming with the Titan's magic. If we destroy them, the organ should fail.
Dude, I can't target the thing. There we go.
When we take one off the board.
Macrophage spawned. Howdy. Hi, MP. Oh, they got lucky. The macrophage downed like 6 people and then immediately died and they rallied. They got knocked down. Then they got up again. Mike, I saw Windrose is releasing early access, not the full complete base game. Still planning on playing it. Yes. It was fun enough that I'm still looking forward to it. Like, we were playing Graveyard Keeper. That was fine. I'm happy to put that down to play early access Windrose. That's how much I was enjoying it. The enjoyment level was completely different. What classes will be good after the patch today? I mean, their goal... Okay, listen. Like, their goal is to take all of the stuff that's doing just absurd, stupid damage and reduce that by 15%. Okay? That's their objective. They are also reducing the health of nearly all bosses in the last, like, 3 expansions. So you shouldn't really feel a difference in the last 3 expansions. That's their goal. Now, will they execute that perfectly? Probably not, but that's what they're going for. So you should still be able to play your favorite build. It's just the numbers will be a bit smaller. But the time in combat should be roughly the same, unless you're doing really old content, which you were just like blasting through before. And honestly, we're still going to be able to blast through old content. This isn't going to be enough to change that. Is Windrose actually good? I played like 2 or 3 hours of Windrose during Steam Next Fest, and I had a lot of fun. Enough that I'm, you know, eager to try it again. On a similar note, there's also the combat overhaul coming out for Enshrouded soon. We just recently did a playthrough of Enshrouded and had a lot of fun. So I have to visit that again sometime. Are they doing something to yours to damage numbers? Yeah, they're doing the thing that I just said. Win patch, roughly 20 minutes. Can you say the thing again? Yeah, if you rewind the stream just like a minute, you'll hear it again. As many times as you like.
And more of those turrets. Mount up on your warclaw and take them out.
But yeah, in most cases, whatever build you enjoyed playing, if it's affected by the patch, it will probably play the same after the patch, and it will probably just have smaller numbers flashing on your screen when you kill stuff. But there might be some exceptions that get changed, but I don't know of them at the moment. I plan to hide an SAV until the rioting calms down. If you don't open Reddit or the forums, there's no rioting. So you can turn rioting off. Hey, sorry if I ask Ma. Why do you keep calling me Ma? Arc DPS options, is there a way to open it which using Alt-Shift-T? Yeah, Alt-Shift-T uses mine. It opens mine. If you're asking if there's another way to open it, I don't know of another way to open it. Win patch, 20 minutes usually. Because the recent time change, it could be an hour and 20 minutes, but we'll see. You said don't call you daddy, so you're mom now? What? That's not how that works.
And more of those turrets. Mount up on your warclaw and take them out.
Not everyone got back. Some of them sat in the explosion.
That's the last one. Leave the rest to me. Legavo, the binding of wills. Strike at this abomination. There. The Titans shouldn't recover from that anytime soon.
Alright. Got my rewards from that. Muck is our mom, dad, Schrodinger's parent. I mean, if Schrodinger did it, then it's like, am I alive or dead? Is this pre-recorded? Did I die yesterday? It will take me 4 months to craft all 3 obsidian sets. It would be faster if I'm waiting on the next rollover for Wizard's Vault to get the clovers. So it's good that it's an option. When I made my first set of Leggy stuff, I did like 2/3 PvP, 1/3 raiding. Because I was just raiding 1 day a week, and then I PvP the other day, so I was working on two ways of getting Leggy armor at the same time. I don't want to start Secrets of the Wield, because that'll be going possibly past patch time. Shoe on the head to prove not pre-recorded. Are you getting the daily and weekly Mystic coins? Anytime the little alarm tells me my Wizard's Vault points are full, I dump them all into something, like Mystic coins or bag slots or something like that, but otherwise, I just kind of ignore it. So sometimes. I like how there's these, like, dimensional portals that open to other worlds, and I'm just like, LOL bonk. I hit it with a mace. That was the question for Face Radio. Oh, okay. I can't hit it. I don't have range with this build.
Blood doubles the pot.
Charmon, stop fantasizing in my chat. Get that glass jaw down here. There he is. Splat. Can testify I was one of the rats. Guessing notes drop around 11 a.m. We'll see. Again, the pre-time change, it was usually like 8 minutes from now. But if they don't change that, then it could be an hour and 8 minutes from now. We will see. We will see. I haven't done Thunderhead Peaks in a long time. Let's see if anyone's doing this.
This is hard.
Heave! Ho!
Oh,
Ho! say scrit? You say scrit! Scrit!
Scrat! Huh?
No!
Is Swanee your chieftain doing Thunder Red? Nope.
Aha! Risks mitigated. I congrat. Oh no, no, there's more. Another rift right on top of you.
I brought my spears. That's a long days. Days for days. Like, have you played Soul Mask? I am unfamiliar with it. I do not know of this Soul Mask which you speak. What's MuklukYoutub's username? If you do !IGN in the chat, it will pull up my in-game name in the chat. GG!
In point of fact, no.
That might be the fastest I've ever seen that boss die. That was quite quick.
Victoriously flee for our lives, I think he means. Shut up and run, Canuck!
Shut up and run, Canuck! Oh, it's a buff. Has the balance apocalypse dropped? Not yet. How do you feel answering the same question over and over? It makes parenthood feel pretty easy. Alright, let's go clean up the bags while we wait to see if there's a update in 2 minutes. How do you feel answering the same question over and over? Makes parenthood feel pretty easy. Chat asks questions only half the number of times a toddler does. Oh no, you guys ask him way more. Like when I do a stream on patch day, people pop in chat and they're like, "Hey, when's the patch?" Has the patch hit yet? And I answer it, and then someone new pops in the chat like a minute later. And it's not like they weren't listening, they just joined in, and then they ask the same thing. And it's over and over and over. So sometimes, like, I'll answer the same question like 50 to 100 times in a stream. Like, oh, what's that? That's event table. Oh, you know, what's that? That's radial mount menu. How do you get that? Blish HUD. What's that text on the screen? Yeah, that's this. What's your in-game name? When's the patch? And it's fine. Like, I know what I signed up for. But if you think toddlers ask like these same questions, like more? No, you're you're misinformed. No, you guys ask the repeat questions way more than toddlers. We're toddlers with Alzheimer's? There you go. Look, if you had breakfast. Yes. My wife bought off-brand Eggo waffles. So I had toaster waffles this morning with butter and syrup. Which is worse, TOT questions or chat questions? What is TOT? Is that supposed to be toddlers? Did you already answer in the patch drops? Nope, you're the first person to ask it today. We're expecting it any minute now. We will see if that actually happens. Mark, where do babies come from? Go watch the Deadpool movie. They say it right at the beginning. Can we expect the new World v. World Legendary accessory to be a reward track? I doubt it. I would be very surprised. What do you think of the gear differences between DPS MD? MD? What, like, doctor damage dealer? What? I don't understand your question. First news. Super Adventure Box Festival is live. Okay. There's gotta be more news than that. Is there another VOE Legendary coming? Yes. Where's that image? I have had this open since before Visions of Eternity released. So, right here. Legendary accessory. Update number 2. And they said it was going to be World v. World related. Do we know when Update 2 comes? Yeah. That was right there. 28 days remaining. Do you think the weapon would be a focus? Be kind of surprised, because only 4 of 9 base classes can use focus. It's the least used weapon in the game, so the least amount of people could enjoy that. They have on the news full release notes link, but it leads to a forum page without anything on it. Probably a mishap. I imagine they're trying to get all these pages to go live in public at the same time, and there was probably a mishap. Just give it a few more minutes. I see Muck has 8,008 gold. Wait.
Now I shall break you.
Let's see. Seasoned wood logs. Okay. Hardwood logs. Where's the update? It's on its way. It's stuck in traffic. The one time I'm online at the right minute. Oh, we'll see. Radasum is bumping. All the people waiting on the Super Adventure Box to spawn in. PvE Doomsday? Yes. You know, in Super Adventure Box, it doesn't matter if you're nerfed. Because everyone has Steak. The people all jamming their faces into the box. Like, even when the patch hits, they're gonna have to relaunch the game. Like, nothing's gonna happen from them slamming their heads into it.
I fought for years in this war. I know what it's like.
I have nunchucks, SAB. I think I have a slingshot or something.
I'm off to Lion's Arch. I have business with the Captain's Council.
Be careful. They may be business people today, but
they yearn for the box.
Not too long ago.
What do you mean by that? What's your angle?
Everything has a place in the eternal alchemy.
What if the time change thing was right? Maybe it is an hour away.
I like to think inside the box.
These dust bunnies have no interest in gut-wrenching, mind-blowing war. The mists are too exclusive.
I'm looking for the patch note forum page. Nothing since March 31st. It's like that one meme, let me in, let me in. Yes.
I fought for years in the Mist War. I know what it's like. You know nothing.
Pattern perception promotes puzzle performance.
It's an hour away. But that's not what Bluebell said. Bluebell knows everything.
Jump in and surprise yourself. Challenge yourself to learn.
Now I shall break you.
We'll never get recruits. These dust bunnies have no interest in gut-wrenching, mind-blowing war. The mists are too exclusive. My transient relay will revolutionize the industry.
Release notes are up. Refresh page. They are up. Game update notes. Let's go straight to Ranger. Druid, Blood Moon. Reduce bleeding duration from 5 seconds to 4.5 in PvE. That's it. Let's see. What else do I care about? Where's Ritualist? Did they nerf the size of spirits? No, they did not. Okay. Does it say additional changes? Let's see. World 3 test zone has been expanded. Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna wait a bit more for any more news updates to come out, and then I'll go over all of this at once for a video. Probably a good time for a bathroom break. Jack, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Let's see. Can someone explain the Super Adventure Box to me? It's a retro-styled thing where you go into this game mode. Your character is simplified. So you got like 3 hearts. If you get hit, you lose a heart, and you hit the enemy with basic attacks. You still have your dodge. And it's basically just get through the area, either fighting or just running around stuff and jumping. It's meant to play like very old games. New game version. Oh boy! Boop, 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 boop. Hold on. I'm relaunching my game. Every time you say I go to the bathroom, I image the Mukluk AFK dancing. Okay. Hang on. Bop, 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 bop. Relaunching. It is downloading. It is launching. I told you. Blue, you were 11 minutes late. You were wrong. Remove the encounter timer from Greer. No way. Did they finally do that? They did. That's a real note. Oh my goodness. Ever since they added the timer, I literally never went back. But I know so many people that have complained about that. Okay. Let's see. Super Adventure Festival. New player, so can't help much. Here's my life savings. 1 what? Why is someone sending me the life savings? I can't accept your life savings, dude. Please keep this. Okay. Alright. Alright, so Black Lion ticket things have not changed. It's still the painter's stuff. Alright. Let's see. Check the box. Wait, what? Is there nothing interesting in here right now? Oh wait, it's up here at the top. They moved it around. Accelerated edge focus. What? Let it rip! Dude, that's not a shield? That's that big shuriken Naruto threw in the first episode. Okay. And the portal backpack. There are 3 skins.
Guys, look at me! I'm so cool!
Has an axe, a dagger, and a focus. Why isn't it showing all of them? Oh, wait, hold on. I saw it for a second. Okay, there. So that's the axe. So the axe and the focus are just like different hands. That's it. Dagger. Bro, that's evil. You can't even tell what weapon someone's using. The axe, focus, and dagger are all just the same graphic. If you're in PvP, this could be kind of funny. They can't tell what you're using. Does it have projectile effects? I have no idea. Usually no. Usually the projectile stuff is legendary, but there's a few exceptions to that. Okay. Alright, so new Black Line chest, not new Black Line tickets. We got new patch notes, and we got the we got the Super Adventure Festival 2026 thing. Is there anything else? Someone said new shop stuff. At least take half. I want to help the poor people. You are the poor people. Fine. Dynamics extractor gathering tools. Okay. Lots of harvesting tools. 20% off shared inventory slots. Okay, anything else? The new annual item as well for SAB. Wouldn't that be in the patch notes somewhere? Powered vest armor. Does it do anything? Does it make me a long char? Okay. What about heavy? That's what it looks like without my other stuff in the way. It's kind of neat. Got like the crystal thing sticking out, the band around the neck. Gems on the sides. Mike, can you continue Graveyard Keeper? Maybe. I will say it's a very slow game. It was fine, it's kind of chill, but the new games that are coming out today and tomorrow I'm much more interested in, so I'm absolutely going to put it down for that. What's the Black Lion skin? We showed it just a minute ago. Okay. Oh wait, I think there was a... Oh, there was a new update to the notes. Fixed some issues that allowed squads to exploit Keela. Exploit Keela. They were taking her money. What are you all doing to Keela? Long sleeve vest. Yeah, that's not a vest. Alright. Alright. Chat, I'm gonna channel what remains of my voice. And we're gonna go over these patch notes. Let's see. First, we're going to pause the patron noises. Then we're going to pause the alerts. So we don't have people gifting subs to butts or something like that during this. Alright. Let's get this going here. Hold on. Open YouTube video for Super Adventure Box. Alright. Hold on. Gotta get all this together. But the butts guy. Don't worry. It'll go into the queue. We'll hear it later. Okay. So let me hang on a sec. Oh, wait, I gotta open something. Chat, look at the bacon for a second. I need privacy. Give me a sec. I gotta make sure this doesn't open on the main monitor. There's some stuff in here. I got a bunch of codes for games that are for giveaways. I don't want to accidentally flash on the screen. Okay. All right. So we got the SAB news, the patch notes, the Black Lion chest, gem store stuff. I think that's everything. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Here we go, chat. Here we go. All right, hello Guild Wars 2 gamers, Mukluk here, and we have got some new Guild Wars 2 news. Today is patch day. We recently went over some patch notes. A lot of people are calling the end of days. There's a lot of nerfs happening across the board. That is happening today with some modifications to it. So we are going to go over the changes that are happening since the last set of notes. Also, the Super Adventure Festival is back, and a few other minor things. So let's go through this one by one. So first off, Super Adventure Festival 2026 is live, and there's a little trailer, which I will play now. So if you've never seen SAB before, it's like an 8-bit thing. The whole thing is retro, and it's meant to resemble very old games. So, and this is a teaser. They've added a new level. So, it's time for the most pixelated party in Guild Wars 2, the Super Adventure Festival. Moto has once again opened the doors to his virtual world, inviting players to jump battle and collect a treasure trove of new and returning rewards. Moto has also opened a new partially submerged test zone for early access. SAB Festival ends May 5th. Check out the full release notes on the official forums or log into Guild Wars 2 now and check your in-game mail for an invitation to the Super Adventure Festival. Double-click the invitation to teleport directly to the Super Adventure box near Magustan Court Waypoint in Radasum. So if you don't know where it is, the entrance is in Radasum, the Asura capital. Use that little note thing that they send to your mailbox and you can just port straight there. A range of retro rewards is newly available. In addition to returning rewards, adventurers can earn a powered vest, Plush S backpack, a forged light weapon set, a mini super red ooze, and a retro forged longbow, focus, and greatsword, which were shown in that video that we just watched with all of the stuff showing past. So just the greatsword, there's the longbow, there's the greatsword, for example. So all of that was right there. New homestead decorations, including the Super Rapids Flowing Water and Super Rapids Plateau, have also been added. We'll be partying up with some of our partners to play the Super Adventure Festival. Tune in to the Twitch channel at 12 p.m. Pacific Time, UTC-7 on April 17th to join the fun. And if you fancy that, that is on Friday. Enjoy the festival and good luck testing World 3's test zone for Moto. So the new yearly thing is the powered vest. So if you fancy that, let me open this up here. Go to heavy just so it's a different armor type. So powered vest. So the first thing I'm noticing is this is not a vest. Pretty sure vest doesn't usually have sleeves, but very Iron Man-esque. So that's what the powered vest looks like on me. Look differently if you've got a different race character. So that's that. So Super Adventure Festival is back. if you've never done it and you need guidance, I have a guide. Of course, it's basically setting you up to get started in it for the very first time. If you need it, I will link that down below, and it will be at the top of the Mukluk Labs website main page for the duration of the festival. Let's see. Okay, next thing. Next thing is Guild Wars 2's game update notes for April 14th. So, note to users of third-party programs your add-ons may break. Usual stuff. Super Adventure Festival. Moto's world-renowned Super Adventure Box returns again. Explore 2 worlds and 2 test zones of excitement, peril, and educational entertainment to earn holographic weapons and a variety of loot. Travelers can visit the Super Adventure Box in Radosum. Temporary portals have been placed in each major city to facilitate easy travel to the scenic hub of a certain culture. The World 3 test zone has been expanded. Test World 2 is now available for players who have completed the original test zone, which is now labeled Test Zone 1. Delve deeper into the watery caverns and explore ancient ruins. Moto reminds players that the test zones are presented as is for the enjoyment and education of progeny and will be improved upon in later releases. Complete the festival's meta achievement, the annual Super Adventure Box Nostalgia, to earn the new Powered Vest armor. Last year's reward, Powered Boots, is now available from the Super Adventure Box traders. Also, a note on the traders, there is some pretty good stuff there, even for people who don't care much about the festival. There is some things there, such as the Tyrian exchange vouchers, which you can use to get various dungeon currencies, which can make certain legendary projects a lot easier without making you grind dungeons. Things like that. So it's worth taking a look at them to see if there's anything there that you'd be interested in, grabbing for while the festival's there. And many of the stuff on those merchants is either daily you can purchase it or weekly you can purchase it. The new Forged Light weapon set is available, reprised from the Retro Classic Hard Light weapon set. You'll receive your choice of a weapon by progressing SAB Nostalgia meta, and you can earn additional choices through the weekly SAB achievements. The Super Rainbow Cloud weapon set is now available from the weekly Super Adventure Box vendors. So, Super Rainbow Cloud. Let's visit that briefly. Super Rainbow Cloud. Weapon only. Okay. A little winky face as it kills you. Alright, sword, hammer, longbow. I feel like I remember these. I feel like these might have already been in the game, but we've come this far. Axe, dagger, greatsword, mace, rifle, scepter, staff, focus. This one, oh my god, it spins! I misclicked there. Torch, warhorn, shield, and spear. There we go. That's ugly. It is not for black. Okay. Everyone's other favorite dragon, Plush S, is now available in backpack form from SAB vendors. Backpack. So, armor, plush S. Oh, hold on, stowed. There it is. Looks like it's a seahorse when it's like that. There you go. All right. New weapons have been added to the Retro Forge series. You can purchase these weapons directly from a festival vendor or find them as rare drops in super loot bags. So we're going to go here and search Retro Forge. So some of these are already in the game and some of these are new. Sword, hammer, longbow, shortbow, axe, dagger, and the speed lines, that's how you know it's going fast. Great sword, mace, pistol, rifle, scepter, focus, which is like a big punchy hand. And it's like the toy Hulk hands that you just punch with. Torch, spear, harpoon gun, and trident. Good God, that is a large trident. Is that the largest trident in the game? What the heck? One, it doesn't go to the ground, but he holds it like it does. And two, what the hell? Like, you could flip pancakes with that thing. Okay. And back to the notes. The Super Adventure Box themed guild decorations have been added. Turn your hull into the mountainous riverside getaway of your dreams. Super Bridge Plank, Super Rapids Flowing Water, Super Rapids Pillar, Super Rapids Plateau, and Plush S.
Super Adventure Box music can be unlocked for your homestead. Your first completion of each zone will have a chance to drop a soundtrack single featuring music from the Super Adventure Box. These records can be purchased from festival vendors or traded with other players. Special objectives are available in the Wizard's Vault to earn extra astral acclaim as you enjoy the festival. So for those who are interested in that, if I pop over to the Wizard's Vault, go to Special, what have we got? Annual World 2, Annual World 1, Annual Nostalgia. Okay, so there's, I think it's mainly these here. So there's like 600 points you can earn from that if you fancy it. A number of Super Adventure Box related bugs have been fixed to ensure a safe education for all heroes. Continues until May 5th. That is 3 weeks. You got 3 weeks to enjoy it. General changes. In the last several expansions, creatures have been given additional health to account for increased player damage. With the balance changes in this update, we are reducing the health of most enemies in End of Dragons, Secrets of the Obscure, Janthier Wilds, and Visions of Eternity. In addition, we're making more significant adjustments to the bosses in the Silent Surf, Lonely Tower, and Kinfall Fractals. We will be monitoring the effect of these balance changes and will be making further adjustments if needed. So, quick background here. Back when the game was in like Heart of Thorns, doing like 10k DPS was great. If your whole group was doing 10k, you could kill the bosses. That's still true today, right? And now it's gotten to where the DPS that people do is more and more and more and more and more. And now we've got, some people at Snow Crows, and we're talking like, the best of the best of the best, are doing like, 30, 40, sometimes 50k. And if they go back and do Heart of Thorns bosses, they are basically skipping phases. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Okay. Apologies, have to do that on a timer. It's for the voice issue I've been having recently. Okay. With that, we've basically been having power creep. So we've been having power creep, and people's damage keeps getting higher and higher and higher. And honestly, they should have addressed this ages ago, but it's good that they're somewhat addressing it now. The issue, for anyone who has not seen my videos on the news recently, is if they were to just say, okay, you guys are killing the older bosses way too fast, we're nerfing all player damage by 15%, which is not enough, but that's roughly what they're doing. If they just do that, then some of the newer bosses that they made with people doing like 50k DPS in mind will become impossible, right? So if they nerf everyone, newer bosses become impossible. If they buff everyone, all of them becomes a joke. So that's kind of the situation right now. What they're doing is, they're nerfing a lot of builds, which we already covered most of that in the last news video. And they're also nerfing the health of all the expansions that came out after they started balancing around those insane builds. So things like, Challenge Mode Greer, Challenge Mode Harvest Temple, Legendary Challenge Mode Ceres. Like, these are fights that if they nerf the top end damage of a lot of builds, they could potentially become impossible to complete, so they have to address that as well. Okay, continuing on. Updated the text in Wizard's Vault container previews to avoid covering the button used to close the window. Fixed an issue that blocked gourmet training progress for chefs when varietal seeds had been previously acquired on their account. Fixed an issue that could rarely cause players to only receive 3 daily Wizard's Vault objectives in addition to the login objective. Updated the text in the first time pop-up for fashion templates to better reflect the current system functionality. And a reminder that fashion templates, they are still working on adding back the old features while still keeping all the new features. And that is coming down the pipeline. Open world general changes reduce the enemy difficulty and decrease the speed of Inquest success in Defeat the Inquest to prevent them from capturing the late energy coalescence events. Dungeons changes. Updated the Corrosive Light globe puzzles in the ruined city of Ra dungeon to allow players to throw Corrosive Light directly into the globe. Raid changes. A new vendor is added to the Lion's Arch Aerodrome that contains rewards from raid encounters that were previously only accessible in the raid encounter hubs. This vendor includes an option to convert Blue Prophet crystals, which are from strike missions, or old strike missions, to magnetite shards. Salvaging ascended rewards from raid encounters can now yield magnetite shards, bringing the results in line to those with the raid wing rewards. Okay, so if
if you are doing a raid encounter, something that used to be a strike mission, and you get a rare drop that's an ascended item and you salvage it, you can get magnetite shards from the salvage, which is the raid currency to buy stuff from the raid vendors. And that is something that was already in effect for the original raid bosses, but now they've extended it to the raid encounter bosses. Removed the encounter timer from Greer the Blightbringer in Mount Burial raid encounters. Thank God. Normal mode and challenge mode. We will continue to monitor their encounter following the balance adjustment. So, real quick history here. Greer, very challenging. I kind of want to say annoying, but it depends on who you ask. But it's a very challenging encounter in Mount Balrior. He corrupts boons constantly, which is, and then that's just not even talking about the whole rest of his fight. That alone makes him quite challenging. When they added the challenge mode of Greer, they also added a timer to normal mode. And no one really knew if that was on purpose or not. Like, did you mean to do this? Because they didn't mention it in the patch notes. They just did it, and then they never talked about it. Kind of like Mechanist not having an underwater robot. They just never talked about it, and they just hoped that we forget. We didn't. So, with this, they're finally removing that timer. And honestly, as someone that doesn't really fight Greer often because I find him annoying, I'm still happy about this because I've heard so many people complain about this. There's also a lot of running. Yeah, true. There's a lot of movement on that fight also. Timers for the down and out achievements have been increased. World v World, waypoints were previously changed to allow to always activate at objective upgrade tier 0 in keeps captured by home team. They will now activate at objective upgrade tier 0 in keeps captured by their spawn team. The Alpine Borderlands and Desert Borderlands garrisons are considered spawn keeps for the home team on those maps. Keep and castle objectives will now stay contested while any inner gates and walls are destroyed. PvP. Piyush has been added to the monthly variety tournament rotation. The Piyush tournament, the first Piyush tournament will occur on May 9th. Yo! Oh, you know what? I look forward to seeing like Teapot or someone cast that. Because Push encourages a lot more team fighting rather than people running around like on their own and doing like assassinations and stuff like that. I would very much like to see what the best of the best do there. Fixed an issue that prevented the lock skills setting in custom arenas from properly locking all skills. Profession skills below are additions and changes to the balance preview notes we previously shared. The changes will below supersede the preview notes. You can see the original balance notes here. General Relic of the Steam Shrieker reduced the burning stacks from 2 to 1 in PvE. You know what? Let's go back here. I glossed over this too much. So, the original notes here, which I covered in my last video, these are long. There is a lot here. I am not reading all this again today. There's a lot here. If you want to see them, there will be a link, and it's right here. So, like, if you go to this news post, it's right here. But I will, include a link in the description under the video if you're watching this on YouTube later. But if there's, something you want to see, if you're like, oh, what are they doing in my class? Just find your class on this list. So, like, here's Weaver, and there you go. So these changes that I'm about to read are in addition or override the previous ones. Okay. Elementalist. We want to note that we're following the community discussion about LE weapon balance in PvE, particularly around the efficacy of Scepter. While we're not adjusting for this in today's update, it's on our radar to investigate and potentially address a future update. Catalyst Spectacular Sphere reduced quickness duration from 2.5 seconds to 2 seconds in PvE. So, boon support Catalyst, you're going to want to double check and make sure you have enough concentration after this change to keep your quickness up. Engineer Equal and Opposite Reaction reduce the quickness and stability durations from 3 seconds to 2 in PvP. Same thing. You're going to want to go into the testing room and make sure that you can still keep your quickness up without, or if you need to add more, concentration. Jade Mortar increased the burning duration from 3 seconds to 6 in PvE. Amalgam Willing Host, this trait now increases outgoing Condi damage in PvE. New Genes reduce the alacrity duration from 6 to 5 in PvE. Check your concentration. Guardian Furious Focus, this trait is unchanged. Dragon Hunter, Zealot's Aggression, and Big Game Hunter are unchanged. Willbender, Tyrant's Momentum, reduce the condition damage bonus for each stack of lethal tempo from 2% to 1% in PvE. Luminary Shining Spin, reduce power coefficient from 1.05 to 0.8 in PvP. Empowered Armaments fixed an issue that caused Luminary's Blessing to grant a small damage increase with this trait equipped. Mesmer changes. Mirror Blade increased the power coefficient from 1.5 to 2.5 and increased the damage reduction per bounce from 15% to 80% in PvE. Okay, wait, is this just a repeat of the last note? So I remember this. They said in the previous notes that they were changing it so that if you used Mirror Blade, that it would hit much harder at first, but then the bounces would do way less damage than it used to. So it's supposed to be a more reliable source of damage for the primary target, but less for the follow-up targets. So this might just be them rewriting what they already said in the other one. All right. Let's see. Virtuoso, Mental Focus, reduce the damage, increase from 10% to 5 in PvE. Necromancer, Harbinger, Wicked Corruption, reduce the critical strike damage increase from 12.5 to 10% in PvE. Why did they write if something's unchanged? Okay. So, for example, what was it? So, Zealot's Aggression unchanged. So, if we go to Dragon Hunter in here, give me a moment. So, Zealot's Aggression, they were going to nerf it from 10% to 7. But then here it says this is unchanged. So the way that I am reading this is they're not going to do this. Like, we were going to nerf it from 10% to 7, but we changed our mind. We're not changing it. So basically these are saying we were going to nerf it, but we heard your feedback and we remembered that Guardian's our favorite class and we decided we won't. So that's what that is. It's not just a line saying we didn't do anything. It's a line saying we were going to nerf this, then we didn't do anything. Okay. Where were we? Mirror Blade, blah, blah, blah. Virtuoso. Mental Focus, reduce the damage increase from 10% to 5 in PvE. Necromancer, Harbinger. Wicked Corruption, reduce crit strike damage increase from 12.5% to 10 in PvE. Ritualist, Essence Blast, unchanged. Let's see, since we just talked about this. So they were going to nerf its power coefficient in PvE, and they said never mind. Splinter Weapon, reduce power coefficient from 0.35 to 0.25 in World v World and 0.5 to 0.4 in PvE. Explosive Growth, they said they were going to cut its power coefficient in half. They said never mind, we're not going to do that. Lingering Spirits, reduce the damage increase from 7% to 5 in PvE. Ranger Druid, Blood Moon, that's one of the traits that allows Druid to be played like a condition damage character. Reduce bleeding duration from 5 seconds to 4.5 in PvE. Okay, so hardly going to affect anything. Revenant, Otherworldly Bond. This skill no longer increases outgoing strike damage. Abyssal Chill, reduce the torment duration from 4 seconds to 3 in PvE. Conduit, Beguiling Haze. This skill is unchanged. Let's see, what did they say they were going to do there? They said they were going to reduce the resonant damage bonus from 100% to 50 in PvE, and then they said never mind. Twin Moon Sweep, they originally said they were going to reduce the power coefficient from 2.5 to 2. They said never mind. Release Potential Mesmer, reduce torment duration from 6 seconds to 3 in PvE. Hex Eater Vortex, reduce the torment duration from 3 to 1.5 seconds in PvE. Enhanced Embodiment, reduce cosmic wisdom duration increase when invoking legends from 5 seconds to 1 in PvE. Thief Unload, reduce the power coefficient from 0.45 to 0.42. Wait a minute. Okay, they originally said they were going to do it from 0.45 to 0.35, which is a much more substantial decrease. So they backed off of that a little bit, and now it's going from 0.45 to 0.42. So PP Unload, the nerf we're getting is much smaller than we feared. So if you are a PP Unload enjoyer, it is not getting hit as hard as you feared. Still nerfed, little nerf. Twilight Combo, reduce the power coefficient on the initial hit from 1.5 to 1 in PvE. Warrior Stalwart Strength, reduce the damage increase from 12.5% to 10 in PvE. Leg Specialist, reduce the damage increase from 10 to 5 in PvE. Burst Mastery, increase the burst damage increase from 7% to 15% in PvE. And there's a bug fix that they posted later. Hold on. I'm going to refresh this to see if there's anything new. Fix some issues that allowed squads to exploit Keela. Squads, what are you doing to Keela? Exploit Keela. They're taking her money. All right, so that is the changes that they are doing from the original notes, of which there were a lot. Okay? So there's all of that. So hopping back into the game now. We got a few more little things to go over. So, let's see. I got my notes here. Blackline Chest was updated today. So, Blackline Chest. There's a new thing called the Accelerated Edge Package. And if you open it, there are 3 things here. Okay? So there's an axe skin. This is actually really cool. Okay? So it's on my character's side right now. And if I do wielded, it does this. Alright? And then there is a dagger skin. And then there is a focus skin. So, if you're wielding a couple of these in PvP, people will not know what weapon you're using until you hit them. So, yeah, it's the same animation, and it's a very cool animation, but it's the same animation for axe, dagger, and also focus. So you could dual wield these and look kind of like Draven from League of Legends or something. But yeah, I'm guessing if you get the package, you get all 3. The package contains axe, dagger, and focus. Yeah, okay. So it looks like if you get this, you get all 3 of them. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So that is a new thing that is in the Blackline chest. Let's see. Ticket vendor has not changed. The ticket merchant still has the Painter's Brilliance weapon set and gem store stuff. So if we go to the gem store, there is Dynamics Extractor Gathering Tools. They are really big on stuff that spins right now. Do you guys remember that Resident Evil movie? And there was that scene where the hallways had the lasers that moved down the hallway and it killed all the people. These remind me of that. Just a little on topic. And extractor. They got cubed? Yes, they got cubed. Alright, so that's the Dynamics Extractor Gathering Tools. Aside from that, hold on, I need to reopen it. Okay, promotions. Alright, shared inventory slots are 20% off, and there's a ton of different gathering tool stuff here. If you fancy it, that is pretty much all the new stuff ever since the, where was it? The Blazing Lands Homestead Sky that we covered a little while. I think we covered this a while back. If you haven't seen it, you can get a volcano in your homestead in the background. They also made some not written changes. They changed the UI for Conduit Affinity. It's much more visible. Cool. I'm happy for them. And I think that's everything. SAB news, patch notes, Blackline chests were changed, gem store stuff. I think that's everything that I have found that has changed today. So, as always, if you got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, put them in the comment section down below, and I will fight you there. There we go, chat. One take. One take. I feel weird that I had to take my medication in the middle of it, but not so weird that I'm actually going to go and edit that out. All right. Re-enabling noises. All right, cool. So now, you'll give me just a second. I'm just going to cut that out so it starts processing, because processing always takes a while. And then I can turn that into a video. All right, I think it was right here. Or bathroom break. Jack, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. That's not it. All right, let's do it. Here we go, chat. Here we go, chat. Here we go. All right, hello, Guild Wars 2 gamers. That section down below, and I will fight you there. Okay, try that again. All right, let's do it. Here we go, chat. Here we go. All right, hello, Guild Wars 2 gamers. Mukluk here. Nope. And, shoot. I'm gonna have to. I'm trying to get it at the right spot. All right, let's do it. Trying to find the sweet spot. Here we go, chat. Here we go. All right, hello, Guild Wars 2 gamers. Mukluk. There we go. Okay, so. Guild Wars 2 news for 14/26. Boop, 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 boop. And save. Okay. Okay. RDBS didn't break. Mine did not break. I would say my RDBS breaks like every 3 patches. It's not often. Alright, so I think for me the biggest change today is this sucker right here. Went from 100% damage buff for the pigs to 67. Let's see. All right. And Retta. They nerfed the entire game and art doesn't need an update? Apparently not. Apparently not. Do you have a backup PC or something in case your current one dies? I mean, I'm using a dual PC setup, so yeah. Obviously, I hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm using 2 computers right now, so if I was absolutely forced to, if one of them went down, I could do everything on the other one while I worked on that. Boop, boop, boop. So PP Thief isn't that badly hit? No, it was barely scratched. Mug, does this change to Greer make you more likely to do him if he's a daily? I would have to relearn the fight. I literally did Greer once. Greer and Decima and Ura, I really didn't enjoy them, so I did them once each, learned them, made guides, and never went back. So I would need to like relearn how to do them. Oh boy! It's here, chat. It's here. There's the plush S backpack. I'm gonna go ahead and get it for the collection. There we go. Oh, I never got plush Morty. Oh well. Let's see. Amalgamated Draconic Lodestone. Tyrion Exchange Voucher. Who is S? I think it's Suwon. Because it's kind of sneaky. I think it's supposed to be Suwon. I think you can buy plush Morty at the vendors at Script Cave. Maybe. You know what would be funny? Is if you use the tonic that gives you the like bubble eyes, and it like did them on the sun. the googly eyes, those bubble. Oh, what's a bubble eye? New chair in the novelties tab. Must be going to the gem store soon. What's it called? Drum? Nice. You better play it. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna send a proposal to ArenaNet. Let's see. Proposal. If you have the googly eye tonic, put googly eyes on the SAB sun. There we go. Why did forms balance changes say a bunch of skills were unchanged? Because they were going to nerf them and they didn't. So, like, for example, let me find one. Okay, Ritual Essence Blast. Ritualist Essence Blast, alright? So Essence Blast, they said they were going to nerf it, and then they said, you know what, never mind, we won't nerf it. That's what unchanged means. It means that they canceled the nerf. They canceled the nerf. But I agree with you that they could have made that clearer, because the way they said it could be interpreted a few ways, and only one of those ways makes sense. Okay. Alright, chat. It's thumbnail time. Gotta open GIMP. Poor man's Photoshop. Let's go. Do they plan to make Tribulation mode for 3rd or 4th Zone in the future? God, I hate Trib mode. Honestly, don't care. But do they plan to? I don't know. Maybe. So changes that were proposed initially that are not mentioned in the current notes still went into effect. Yes, correct. They even said that near the top of the notes. They said these are in addition to the previous ones. The new poor man's Photoshop is Affinity? I have never heard of that. So I can't say anything on that. What was the drum set from? No one knows. It's just in the chairs list, Madion. has an average of 5K viewers. 5K viewers? An average of 5,000 viewers. You're watching a different streamer, because that ain't Mukluk. Alright, let's see. What encompasses to... Let's see, I need an image for today's patch. I could just do the lazy thing and just put, like, a screenshot of the patch notes in the background. Let's see. Or something SAB related. Honestly, like, none of this is screenshot material. That's your popularity level in my head? Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, how about these guys? That'll work. That'll be the background. Okay. Let's see. Do the sun. Do the sun? Do that. Hang on. We can try that. Sure, why not? Add the googly eyes. Okay, let's see. Where's one of my minions? Who's that? Favarian, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. Where is my minions? There we go. No, not that one. Thinky one or excited one? Ooh. Let's see. I'll do excited. I'm so excited today. Alright, where's text? Where's my text layer? That's not it. That's not it. Someone messed with my text. Okay. I don't know. Probably me. I am someone. Alright. April 14th. GW2 update. Wait, what did I call the last video? Hold on. I want to look at my previous thumbnail. SAB is a festival I can't be excited for. Oh, that's a shame. I don't like some of the gameplay in SAB, but I like the rewards. So they bribe me successfully. Let's see. April 14th. Patch update. Super Adventure Festival. Alright, that's good. Okay. Burp, burp, burp. And select grow time. Maybe a little bit more. Bum, 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 bum. You know, I saw the new Mario movie with my kid yesterday, and you know, there was lots of references to stuff that I picked up on, as well as lots of references to stuff that he picked up on. And there was one moment where Mario went underground, and the music really faintly in the background with some reverb was like dun 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 dun, and I was like, oh! I was like the pointing Leonardo DiCaprio meme, and he's like, what? I was like, I'll tell you later. It's the thing. It was the thing. Let's see. Do and merge. All right. There we go. All right. I think that's acceptable. You guys would click on that. Why does Muck autocorrect into mum? Eh? I don't know. That's your device. That's not a me question. That's a your device question. Alright. And thumbnails. Guild Wars 2 news 4/14/26. Unless you're European, in which case that date makes no sense at all. Alright. Did it download? It did download, okay. Alright. Wait, did that not work? There we go. I don't know why that took 2 tries. There we go. Just redo the last one. Let's see. Today's Guild Wars 2 patch notes plus SAB returns. Wait, what is this? What is this doing right now? Stop it. April 14th, Guild Wars 2 news. Alright, get rid of all that. And where is the links? Right here. Okay. And related links, boop. And where's the patch notes? Right there. And right there. Alright, there's all the related links. Okay. I gotta wait a minute on this. How's the voice feeling? Pretty rough right now because I just read those patch notes, but we'll have a break time soon. What's this? Oh, thank you. Well, I knew it was lunch. I was asking what you're bringing me. I couldn't see. That's such a mom answer. What's for dinner? Food. Thank you. Let's see. All right. Who's that? Creation Angel. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. The music's driving me insane. What's that saying? You want me to turn it up? That's what I heard. Alright. Boom. Okay, so now I just need to give that a few minutes. Alright, what was the new area? Hold on, I'm trying to remember... Is this World 1? No, that's the test levels. I'm trying to remember which doors are which. That's nothing. That's World 1. That's what. Why do they have 1, 2, and then 3s over here? That's such a weird way to do it. Test level 2. I'm trying to remember this, like the story of SAB. Wasn't it like the guy who was in charge of making SAB, like he doesn't work at ArenaNet anymore, and that's why it stopped getting updates for years or something like that? This is a test zone. Deep in the water caverns, the ancient Choya ruins are all that remains of their kingdom. What's the campfire for? As you explore the test zone, you can use these campfires to update your checkpoint. You return to that checkpoint if you die or fall off a cliff. What if I run out of lives? Dying with no lives will send you back here instead of to the checkpoint. You can buy more lives at the coin machine. Okay. Let's see, I have a stick, a slingshot, a mini bomb, a whip, and a torch. Spin 5 continue coins. Okay. Miss Mug is my idol for reasons like that. What's for lunch? Last night we had sausage and potatoes. And I currently have leftover sausage and potatoes. Oh, am I supposed to go down the cliff? It goes down. It doesn't go down. It do go down. It do go down. Oh my god. Dude, I like can barely control my character. This is awful. What? Why am I taking fall damage underwater? What is going on? Alright, this is something. So jump, you go really high. Supposed to go? That's it. That's all of World 2, chat. That's the whole thing. Oh, wait, there's something... Okay. No! Dang it. I lost so many lives going down that slide. Apple. Yes. Alright, so have to remember that my jumps are super high here. Do the spiky plants hurt? Yes. Yes, they do. Okay. Oh, I found a secret. Nice, nice, nice. Another one over there. Hmm. Isn't this back where I started? I feel like this is where I started. So I don't think going back that way is the answer. Oh no! That's not good. I feel like figuring out which way to go in this specific map is more unclear than ever before. Oh, here we go. Campfire! I found a checkpoint. Alright, cool. Hmm. I found a shop. Business has been slow ever since Lord Vanquish conquered these lands. That scoundrel. Okay. Unbreakable pods, 0 out of 10. Yeah, I was expecting them to break when I messed with them. Let's see what's under the water. I was thinking I could come over here and then go this way, but now I'm not so sure. Oh. Alright, I'm not sure if that was the intended solution, but it worked. Oozes. hang on. Oh, look, it's my friend. Mug, besides Ranger, is there another class you play often? My most played is Ranger, second most played, and third most played, I don't know the order, is Engineer and Necromancer. And the other 6 classes are far behind. No! They got me. At least they dropped a heal item, though. Checkpoint. A blue ooze. Wait, what? I was like slowed down. Do you freeze me or something? The Ooze Farmer. I have heard there are many kinds of oozes. I've run into some myself. That goes back to where we've already been. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Dude, the game stopped to think about that for a second. Did you see that? He's like, alright, give it to him. Mm-hmm. No! Oh no, that was such a long climb. Oh man. Oh, are you serious? Chad, I'm not happy about this. I've never played SAB. Is it just for fun? Some people find it fun. Some people do it for the rewards. I'm doing it because it's something new I've never... Like, I'm doing the new world right now because it's something new I've never done before. Kind of wishing I had my prototype position rewinder right now, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, I found a red bubble. I clinched. Alright, this sucks. If I fall, I have to redo all of that again, because that's the checkpoint. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. No, the monkey! No! How about eating? You smart! Oh my god! Dude, spawn camping? No, not this again! I couldn't figure out how to do this last time. Crap. Like, are you supposed to... You're not supposed to use your dodges. You don't have enough endurance to dodge all of them. You're supposed to try to jump him? Oh no. No. Dude, what? You heard my space bar. I couldn't jump like that whole thing. Oh, that was awful. Gust of wind. You're supposed to, like, somehow ride the gust of wind? Oh no! Dude, sea monkeys? Come on. Dude, what? That went right over his head. Dude, it like barely pushed. Okay, I thought you were supposed to like ride the wind to get pushed over to that side, but it like barely pushes you. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Oh no, I was not near that. I'm 1 HP. I need one of y'all to drop an apple. Restores 1 heart, sure. Wait, what? Oh, I have to... Instantly grow a shortcut. Alright, I bought 2 small heals. Can I break that? Hang on. What? What? Oh no.
Wirepath threaded my stream with 27 views.
It's Jover. It's Jover. Hi, Wirepath. Thank you for the raid. Dude, those assassins are stun locking me. What's the Super Adventure Box Festival? What's the goal? It's just for fun. It's just a fun thing. You can play it, and you can unlock, like, cosmetic rewards and, like, 8-bit retro game style stuff. But if you hate it, you don't have to do it. I forget, what is this? Oh my god, I got down the slope without taking damage this time. I lost like 3 hearts on that last time. That's an improvement. Oh, does the stuff stay dead? How's the patch going? It's going. As you can see, we're trying out the new Super Adventure Box thingy. I like how my torch is lit underwater right now. Oh no, I bumped the thing. Is today the day to main rifle mech? Every day, Pinky. Every day is the day to main rifle mech. No! Wait, I haven't been over here. Is this just extra stuff? Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. I don't know what's over here, chat. I'm going on an adventure. Aww. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Oh my god, I'm so far back. Dude, this level is brutal with the, like, if you fall, you are way back by the beginning. Can't wait for Trib mode. Trib mode in this? I'm already struggling. What's Trib mode? Tribulation mode is a game mode for this. And when you do that, it's like there's a set path, and if you step like just slightly in the wrong direction, you die. Like there are blades of grass that'll kill you. It's basically you have to memorize a specific path through the thing. You do it wrong and you're dead. Bite of food. This is Trib mode? No, this isn't Trib mode. Trib mode is literally on this ramp. You might have to make like an S shape, and if you slightly step out of the where you're supposed to be, you just die. That's Trib mode. Wait, even though I died and respawned, I lost the, I didn't respawn with an extra life? That's weird. I think there's no fall damage. Yeah. So last time I just went around this way, and I think I shortcutted doing all of that. Whoa, almost messed that up. Can you explain why this exists? Same as any other level, just for fun. The goal is that some people enjoy it. That's it. In my case, it's something new to do, because I got 10,000 hours in Guild Wars 2, so it's something different for me to try. Ah, scrit. Dang it. That jump is rough. Like, that jump is, like, right at the edge of what your character is capable of. Okay, hold on, quick pause. I went to the news video for today. I think it finished processing, so give me just a second. Let me get this out there. Just making sure it works.
All right, as always.
Yep. Okay.
Job's done.
All right. Work. How long is this map going to be in game? The map is staying, but it's only accessible for the next 3 weeks. It's an April thing. Okay. All right. No, I was... I do not like those rapids, chat. I do not like them. It's like every other second you're stunned. So you're pressing jump and it just sometimes doesn't work. Wasn't the first event of this April Fool's? Yeah. It's kind of like an April Fool's idea. But people loved it, so they kept adding more. Bye, Charmin. You can cancel the stun by drinking a potion. I did not have a potion. But, good to know. What is this? Oh no! This wasn't here last time. Oh, wait, yeah, this was. Wait, evade? They're evading. Oh, the door's locked. Do I have to kill them? Oh my gosh. Yay, box of cheese or something. Oh wow, look at this, chat. I found a new area. Progression. Where's that jumping puzzle? This is Super Adventure Box. It's a holiday currently in the game. You should have a mail in game with a thing that teleports you here if you wish to do it. When do we get to see new trip mode? You can watch somebody else. I have no interest in that. I have tried it in the past, and I'm not really itching for more. Alright, so there's a water area. There's that way, and there's that way. Maybe I go down in the water? Nothing behind the waterfall and the urns weren't breakable? Yo, this place is so unfinished. Unbelievable. I like how the piranhas have scuba gear. Because, you know, fish need scuba gear. Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, there's one. You don't have the nunchucks? I don't even know where to get the nunchucks. I have what I have. I have got a steak, a slingshot, a bomb, a whip, a torch, a shovel. Imagine doing this as a Norn or a Char. That sounds so much worse than what I'm already dealing with. No. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Oh my god. Oh no, an assassin! Let me in! Let me in! Oh no! Do I have to actually kill him? The door's locked. I wanted to flee! Oh my god, these bombs are going downtown. I got one of them. Yes. Okay, so one of them had way more health than the others. Alright, door opened. You must face your fears. The hell I do. I can run from my fears. Oh my god. Alright, so there's a path right and left. Realizing I haven't found a checkpoint in a long time. I actually thought I was falling there. Oh my god, a boss. Oh my god, I reached the end. Crap, I'm trying to remember how his mechanics work. Alright, so he's got like a single target straight line blast, and he's got a whirl. Oh no, an assassin! No! No! No, this is sick! You're sick! Dude, I can't finish the animations. Oh my god. Dude, he keeps spawning more assassins. Does he just do that the whole fight? Okay, maybe... Okay, so some of the assassins are way on the other side of the room. I think if I just stay on this side of the room, they won't aggro me. Second hypothesis, maybe there's a max amount of assassins that can be out at one time. Oh no. I'm so glad I picked up that drumstick. Dude, oh my god. There we go. Oh my god, dude, I would have been so upset if I had died here. Spam bombs? I was spamming bombs, man. I was spamming bombs. There we go. GG. Hold on, where's my thing? Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was like, what's going on with the zoom? And it was because we were near like a boss arena, so it like zoomed out. Oh, wait, there it goes. You would have been upset. Can you imagine how upset you would have been? You would have just laughed at me. Patch notes come out yet? Yes, I've already read them all, made a video, and uploaded the video to YouTube. But if you just want to read them, hang on. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Yeah, here you go. If you just want to read them, that's the notes. Did you get anything from the chest? I got a continue coin, 2 bobble bubbles, and something else, and I didn't read it in time. I don't know if anybody else saw what I got. But I also got the achievement for having beaten that area. Complete World 3 Test Zone 2. Forge light chest. Oh, if you find all the green baubles. I found some green baubles. If you find all of them, you get to pick one of these. I feel like these would go really good with Hollow Smith, who his whole thing is like making hard light objects. It would fit in really well. Am I the only one not hearing audio on the new vid? What? Dude, you're scaring me. Hang on, I'm opening up the new video. Alright, hello Guild Wars 2 gamers. It's got audio, don't do that to me. Oh my gosh, you made me think I uploaded a 30-minute video of silence. Sab is live, Sab is live, yep. I have beaten, I can now once again say I've beaten every level of Sab at least once. But I'm so rusty on them, I forget many things. Like, I found out today there's nunchucks apparently, and I don't have them. Maybe tonight I'll look up where to get those and try to get them. Alright. Cool, well, we've only got 5 minutes left in my morning show, so that's a pretty good stopping point. Let's see. Audio cuts out at 1467. Are you just making stuff up? Very Water, you're going in timeout if this is a prank. Alright, hello Guild Wars 2 gamers, Mukluk here, and... Wait, 67? Team on those. That's not even... Hold on, I gotta ban someone. Just a second. Just a second. Wait. Wait, what? Before I could ban them, it says stream elements timed them out. And they vanish in a puff of smoke. What? Like, I was reaching to do it, and it says the stream elements team themselves did it. What the hell? I'm so confused. He typed a vanish command? I don't even know what that is. How dare you use my spells against me, Potter? Alright. Awesome. Well, that was fun. Beat the New World once. Chat, there is a possibility that tomorrow I might be doing a Guild Wars 2 stream with Annie Fuchsia, who has asked me to show her around SAB. So that might be fun if it works out. But we're just working on scheduling right now. But for now, this is the end of the morning stream. I'm out of time. I will be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream, where I'll be doing more Guild Wars 2 stuff, as well as the weekly giveaway. So if you're interested in that, be sure to hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. Subscribe to the YouTube channels. There's links to those in the chat. And a very special thank you to our dear patrons. They keep this channel alive with their support. I could not do this without their help, and there's a link to that in the chat if you're interested. Shilling complete. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to find someone to raid on the Twitch side of things. Let me see who is live right now. Oh, Laura's live. There we go. Raid Loranity. I'm gonna reward her for being on time. A rare treat. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'll be back tonight if you're interested. Stay safe out there. Here. Chip, what the heck? You're 4 hours late for work.